Hello, everyone. I hope your day is going wonderful. Since it is the beginning of the month, what best to do than figure some ways to relax, to take a break? This is much needed, and I realize that I don't talk about this often enough because guess what? I am still working on this. I still need to take some breaks and get my mind off of work, off of my business. Although I truly love, I adore what I do, it's most of the times necessary that we take a break in order to disconnect and get back to work with some fresh breath and some fresh ideas. We sometimes need a fresh breath of air to simply see things from a different perspective. Now, let me tell you a short story about how not to relax, how not to take a break. I was on a Monday, I think a few weeks ago, I was out with some friends having a coffee. It was afternoon, it was nice outside, and I thought that, yeah, I should take a break. I should go outside and simply disconnect from everything to simply see things better, see things from a new perspective when I come back. When I was with them, my mind kept going back here in the office. I was thinking, okay, I need to check those texts on my website. I wonder why haven't I done this before? Oh, I haven't finished that post. Maybe I should have added some more tags. Oh my God, I need to get back to the other person that wrote to me 2 days ago. I simply forgot to email them back that I'm looking into their query. And my relaxing time was actually working, but in a different place. And I don't want you to do this. It is vital that you put your mind on a break. You stop your thoughts for at least a half an hour once a day, ideally. Now, why do you need to do this? It's more than being productive, it's more than having new ideas, it's more than being in contact with yourself and figuring out if you're on the right path, if your goals are aligned with what you're doing, if everything is going as you have planned. It's actually about getting a new idea in order to be your best self when you're not working. Who you truly are when you're not at work. I want you to get some input about this, some deep thought that most of us entrepreneurs, and even if you are employed, you get to be very much connected, and sometimes you don't see yourself beyond your work, beyond your job, beyond your business. It's time you put an end to this. And when you start talking to other people, you may want to have your mind and your personality shine apart from the things that you do at work, which I'm pretty sure that you are mostly passionate about. In the 7 step guide to permanently conquer your fears, you are going to find this amazing exercise. This is a technique that I created for a very anxious patient of mine, a client of mine, actually, not necessarily a patient, but since I worked with him for a very, very long time on severe anxiety and panic attacks, I developed this very easy tool because he would be hit all of a sudden by anxiety. It would be better and better since he left drugs away. But as he began to put this in practice, he had some amazing results. And let me tell you about this exercise right now. You need to start to learn how to be an observer of your thoughts. And The great idea is that you don't need to be outside your office to do this. Ideally, yes, ideally, get away from it all, get away from your desk, from the laptop, from the phone for at least a half an hour a day. And be in charge of your mind. Now, I want you to be guided by me for the following seconds and let me know in the comments below how is this working for you. I want you to simply take a breath in and relax. Take a breath out. Now, as you inhale and exhale, your mind, as it gets oxygenated, this is the whole magic part with getting these breaths that actually help your mind detends. You get to relax more as the more oxygen you have in your brain, the better it is to see things in a cooler, calmer way. And as you are sitting on a chair or maybe on a sofa, you get to envision that you are on the sidewalk of a very busy and a very big highway. You have a lot of cars moving up and down, left and right. Everything is in a rush, it's in a hurry, it's a lot of noise there. You can see it, you are further away, you are a few meters away from that place. And that highway is actually your mind. It's how your thoughts develop with such a rapidity that you can barely get to see the colors of the cars. Now, as you see those cars moving, there's a lot of motion, a lot of noise, everything is going very fast. I want you to see that these cars, some of them, are parts of your negative side of the mind that doesn't let you relax. These thoughts are very intrusive and they try to grab your attention even when you want to focus on something else, like relaxing. Now, I want you to know that next to you, you have a very big bag. And this bag is huge. You can make it as small and as big, as huge as you want to, because this is your bag. And I want you to start choosing all of the thoughts, all of the cars that you no longer want to have on your highway, all of the thoughts that you no longer want to have in your mind. Put in that bag. Once you put a car, once you put a thought in that bag, you begin to understand that, hey, this cannot get out of this bag anymore. It is there to stay because I am the one that decides which cars or which thoughts I'm going to have on the highway of my mind from now on. Now, as you choose each car that you no longer want, as you choose each thought, I want you to know that you are starting to feel more and more in control. You're feeling more relaxed and you get to be so happy that you can finally choose which thoughts are you going to be focusing on from now on. And as you put a thought, as you put a car in that bag, the bag gets bigger and bigger until it gets smaller and smaller. And eventually, after you finish putting everything in there, it disappears completely. And you no longer have access to it anymore. Now, after I do this exercise, after I perform this on myself, I feel so much lighter and I feel like everything that I didn't want to be focusing on is completely away. This is a very great metaphor that actually shows you how easy it is to work with your mind because it's not material, it's not physical. It is like a cloud, it's like dust that you get to have your entire intention go through it like thin air, because this is what our minds are, thin air. We are the only ones that choose what goes in there and what doesn't go there. When you feel tensed, when you feel that you are very stressed and you are anxious and you cannot calm yourself down, until you get the hang of it, until you understand that it's actually very easy to keep your mind under your control with the proper training. That may take a while, and you need patience and compassion to do this. You are in for the most amazing ride of your life. Use this exercise. You can have this written down in the 7 step guide to permanently conquer your fears. It's on my website, roxanapopet.com. Download it. It's free. You will love it. And it's such an amazing technique of helping you to take a break, to get your mind to detach completely from everything that is happening right now, because most of the times we surely need some minutes, some moments when we simply let our mind rest. Let me know how this goes for you. I cannot wait to get your amazing input on this because I have tested this exercise in several ways with several people, and everyone was extremely excited and so much more refreshed and relaxed after performing this. Let me know how this goes for you, and until tomorrow, I hope you have an awesome day ahead.